identify what my core values are and to live a life that is in alignment with that, so that my mind and my heart are aligned and I'm able to express those core values in the world. Making a difference is really an important core value of mine, being loving, peaceful, caring, kind. And HeartMath has also allowed me to be able to live a life of ease, so that when I find myself not in a state of ease, I know how to get back to it instantly. And it's also my passion. It's given me my passion in my life to share these tools with other people. I particularly want to help people who are working with children, teachers and parents, to help children get aligned. No one needs fixing. We just need to get our heart and our mind aligned together and activate that intelligence within. And so if you're looking for ways to create a life that has more joy and ease and fulfillment in it, knowing what those heart core values are and knowing the tools that will help you maintain that and connect with that will be very beneficial to you. And I hope we'll see you there.
Kirk Bennett. Quick moment or two on HeartMath for me. It's been absolutely fantastic. I use it both personally and in my professional life. What it's allowed me to do is to cut through to better solutions when it comes to problems at work or in my personal life, issues, and they're more heart-centered. They're coming from within. And I'm finding that I'm leading more with the heart now than purely analyzing things, which is the traditional way that I've always done it. So it's been fantastic. The other part of it is, through the process, I've been able to surround myself with a group of like-minded people right here at this oasis called Unity. So that's the best part of all, is the community aspect of the whole thing. So HeartMath's wonderful. I highly recommend it. Come to it.
I'm Dawn Martin, and I have been taking HeartMath for about a year. And what has happened to me is this. My experience has been to go from living in my head up here and going to my heart. And my heart is growing more and more, and the love that comes through me is growing more and more. And I can't say enough about HeartMath because it has really changed my life.
My name is Janet Carol Ryan, and I am delighted and privileged to be a HeartMath coach. My life was touched by the work of HeartMath back in 1997. And as it happened, Reverend David MacArthur was my trainer. The work of HeartMath and my own work has blossomed and unfolded since those days of taking that first training. And what I've discovered is that living from the heart is being in the presence of a constantly replenishing and renewing life force and source, our own personal connection with the source of our divinity within. And the tools of HeartMath allow us to live in the world in such a way that we are present to our divinity and also being a conduit for others to awaken to the possibility of living fully heart-centered and awakening on this planet at this time. So I encourage all to participate in the upcoming workshop and any opportunity to tap into the tools and practices of this brilliant work. Thank you.
Welcome to Unity of Walnut Creek. It's great to have you with us. As you join in our service, we're going to touch on another step in that powerful experience of entering into the depth and the magnificence of the spiritual heart. So I Glad you're here to join us. Let the music be that support and feeling world from which you can touch the beauty of the heart. And know that we know you are a beautiful child of God. It's great to have you with us.
Good morning and welcome to Unity of Walnut Creek. Please remain seated and join us in singing Surely the Presence. Good morning. Good morning. My name is Sheila Gautreau. Somebody out there knew my name. My name is Sheila Gautreau, and I am your assistant minister here at Unity of Walnut Creek. It is my privilege to welcome you to our 9:30 service this morning. And would you join me in saying hello and welcoming our online friends who are watching from home? Hello. Thank you so much for being with us. Your presence adds so richly to our service, and we hope that you will come and join us regularly. And if you are new to Unity of Walnut Creek, this is your first time either in the sanctuary or online, we would like to extend a very special welcome and invite you, if you will, to come and say hello to us out on the patio after service. Thank you so much for being with us. You are very special indeed to us. And we'd like to tell you a little bit about us. We are Unity, and as such, we are not here to help you find out about God. We're here to help you with your great discovery of God within you, of that personal relationship with God, and to support you by offering practical tools for everyday living to be applied to your life so that you have the continual experience of that God within showing up in your life. And we do this through having a spiritual focus each week, something to ground you each week. And last week it was self-awareness. This week it is heart focus, and Reverend David will be telling you more about that later on in this service. One of the things about us that is unique is that we might have showing up in our service phrases and words of music and teachings that reflect many spiritual traditions. Well, that's because while we teach and believe that there is only one presence and one power in the universe, we also honor and embrace all of the many spiritual paths to the experience of that one presence and one power. So we invite you to sit back and just open yourself up to the experience of our service. So please join me in affirmative prayer by saying with me our opening statement. There is only one presence and one power in the universe and in my life, the all-loving goodness of God. Just take that in, just breathe into it. And again, there is only one presence and one power in the universe and in my life, the all-loving goodness of God. Breathe it, let it extend outward into the world. And one more time. There is only one presence and one power in the universe and in my life, the all-loving goodness of God. Just take that in for a moment. Along our spiritual journey today, we will be led musically by Jabari Anderson. And our wonderful song leaders, Chip and Nancy Donovan, also known as Sounds of Grace. And if you will, please join them in singing God is Moving by His Spirit.
Moving in all the earth.
take that deep breath through your heart. Just breathe in that awareness of all this divine love that moves in and through us, surrounds us, uplifts us. Gently letting go and turning inward as we head into our time of prayer and meditation together. As you turn your attention inward, as you move that awareness towards that beautiful center of being of your heart, let that journey be guided by the words, the sounds, the call within the music. We seek to know you, to know your presence here within us, within our lives. We seek to know your presence. Mother, Father, God, infinite love. As we move deeper into the awareness of the amazing love that fills us, that fills our lives, that calls us into wholeness. That guides us into that which is wise and fulfilling. As we awaken to know you more completely, we acknowledge the call of this divine love. To this inner place of awareness that has been called the Sacred Heart. And entering this place where this that we are touches this part of ourselves, this divine presence, one with you, that touches infinity and yet rests in quiet openness in this moment. In this journey. We bring our awareness to this desire for stillness, to let our awareness drop gently, quietly, into this sacred place of the heart. as that pebble dropped into the still lake, sends out its ripples. So as we move our awareness within, that divine energy flows through our bodies, through our lives, through our affairs. That divine energy deepens within us and quietly enters this center of being that is our hearts. In this journey, we call upon the mind to become still. We call upon our feeling world to embrace serenity. And in this state of peace, we remember that direction given by the Master. Peace, be still. Peace, be still. Peace, be still. Mother, Father, God, infinite love, beloved presence. We're so grateful to be aware of this exquisite feeling of the love upon our hearts that is your presence and power flowing in and through us. And for the awareness that we can send this forth to heal and bless, uplift, prosper, guide. And so we take and we radiate this love from our hearts. We begin with our own bodies, healing all within the body and calling it into its wholeness, touching heart and mind for wisdom and understanding. We radiate this love and we send it to each one who is dear to us, This love surrounds and lifts and blesses and heals and guides. We hold them in this love. And now we breathe this love across a spiritual community, touching everyone and flowing through and blessing their families and all who are in their world. We send this love to every prayer request brought here, knowing with each that each being is enfolded in divine love and lifted to that which is the highest. And we radiate this love across the communities in which we live, across our nation and the nations of the world, calling forth the compassion and wisdom of all peoples. We send this love from our hearts. We send it to all who join us in prayer, whether in mosque or synagogue, temple or church, whether gathered at home or on the hillsides. We radiate this love. We send this powerful, transforming love to our Mother Earth, to her systems, to her creatures. We send this love about the earth to touch the heart of every single person. For you are that love in every heart, and in this love, we are one. Divine love flows through my heart, enfolding and blessing the world. Please join me. Divine love flows through my heart, enfolding and blessing the world. Again. Divine love flows through my heart, enfolding and blessing the world. And once again. Divine love flows through my heart, enfolding and blessing the world. It is so. Amen.
There was a boy, a very strange, enchanted boy. They say he wandered very far, over land and sea. A little shy and sad of eye, but very wise. boy. He wandered very far, very far, over land and sea, a little shy and sad of eye, was very wise, was he. And then one day, one magic day, he passed my way, and while we spoke of many things, fools and kings, this he said to me: the greatest thing you'll ever learn is just to love and be loved in the world.
Thank you, Jabari. That was beautiful. My name is Ciel, and it is my pleasure to highlight a few of the many upcoming events here at Unity. Join Reverend David in creating a coherent community this afternoon. This is a heart creative experience and a chance to explore your heart desire for you and for your community. Learn to use the power of your heart to transform deeply held, limiting beliefs with Reverend David teaching Heart Math Cut Through this Wednesday afternoon. And if you are interested in becoming a member of our Unity community or just learning more about Unity, join us next Sunday evening. Find out more about these and our many other activities in your bulletin and on our website. Now I'd like to invite Reverend David to the platform.
Thank you, Ciel. Good morning.
Good morning.
We have our classes starting this week. We have these wonderful 8-week periods where we give you the opportunity to experience some of the amazing wisdom within our own community. And so let me just run through what they are so that you get a chance to see that you'll have to cancel everything on your calendar at this point because your time will be committed. Okay, Wednesday afternoons we have a marvelous book study beginning, a real focus on some of those early metaphysicians. The Monday evening is a journey into the metaphysical paradigm with our licensed teachers, Sheila and Ron, and study with them is fantastic. And if part of what's been going on for you is that, so in this journey, what is God really? What am I? What's that relationship? Tremendous chance to really jump in and take a look at that. Tuesdays, Jeannie and I will be doing the Art of Self-Care. Okay, this is the spiritual version of the class. If the masks drop down, put it on yourself first. Okay, and that's what we're looking at, and it doesn't look anything like the airplane, believe me. So I'm going to skip over then to what happens on Fridays. Friday evenings at 7:30, we have Garrett Rieg doing Rosicrucian, Masons, miracles. This man is a world-recognized expert in the Rosicrucians, and he's part of our community. We have been asking after him for so long to teach this course. So, tremendous opportunity. Now the hard one. The class to really go to is on Thursday nights, the essential teachings of Islam from the Quran. We have connected with a wonderful man, a physician in the area, who is not only a Muslim but an expert on the Quran, a marvelous teacher, has written a book on the comparison of the Bible and the Quran, and we have begged him to come and share this with us. We have not had the opportunity to have a really full, focused study on this marvelous spiritual text. So, tremendous opportunity. I encourage you, if you aren't sure which class, go to this one. Okay, it's really that special, and this man is just a brilliant understanding of this spiritual instrument. And now, we have our Heart Math full-day seminar coming up, and we said, would anybody in our community like to share anything about what their experience is? So we're only going to give you a few of them in the next 3 minutes. But a lot of folks came forward and said, let me. So here they are.
Hi, my name's Jennifer Hooker, and I've been coming to Unity. I'll be starting my 8th year, actually, in the beginning of the new year. And I have learned so much and grown so much. And I would have to say the one thing that I have found, the true key to life, is heart math. It is the answer. It gets me to my heart every time. I love neutral, and I just encourage all of you to come to the next heart math gathering. It truly is. It will change your life for all the good.
Hi, my name is Lon Anderson. 4 years ago, I was very depressed. I lacked joy in my life. And I then found heart math through Unity of Walnut Creek, which has transformed not only my life, my relationship with my wife, and my work. I apply heart math in arbitrations, and I'm able to transform the energy between the people in the meetings. I encourage you to take the next heart math class so that you can see how it will transform your life.
I'm Jeannie Fusen, and I'd like to share with you what heart math has meant to me. It changed my life. The tools in heart math are gentle but powerful. They help you feel peace, they help you make decisions, and they heal. I've come on such a journey with heart math. I encourage everyone to make this journey and come to the next heart math class.
Hi, I'm Sally Ann DeShong, and I am just a regular heart math user, I guess you might say. And I just wanted to let you know how much heart math has meant to me. I have read about the heart math information for many years, and when I finally went to a retreat with Tony Roberts in Mexico, I know this sounds cliche, but it changed my life. And it ended up drawing me to the San Francisco area from Tampa, Florida, and getting more involved with this Unity Church here, and David, of course, and all the wonderful people. And now that I've got my M-Wave and I practice heart math on a regular basis, my life just keeps getting better and better. I was able to make a transition with my job out here to the San Francisco office, which I never thought was going to be possible. And I've developed a whole set of new friends, and a wonderful life has evolved and continues to evolve for me. So come to the next workshop. It will change your life.
Now, until you hear the gong, please take a short moment to greet the people around your immediate vicinity.
peers. I am not the voices in my head. I am not the pieces of brokenness inside. I am light. Oh, I'm light. I'm light. I am light. I am light. I am light. I am light. I'm not the mistakes that I have made. I am not the things that cause me pain. I am not the pieces of a dream left behind. I am light. Oh, you are light. You are light. You are light. You are light. You are not the color of your eyes. You are not the skin on the outside. You are not your age. You are not your race. Your soul inside is all light. Oh, is all light. Oh, yes. We are light. We are light. We are light. We're light. We are divinity defined. We are the God on the inside. We are a star, a piece of it all. We are light. We are light. We are light. We are light. We're light. Oh, we're light. Oh, we're light.
Thank you, Javari. All right. Well, you're pretty radiant. I got to admit, he's right. So take that deep breath through your heart and just breathe in that awareness of all this beautiful light, love, power that is the divine in and through you. And join me in a journey. The journey that we're looking to take collectively this year. A journey that we've been focused on individually for a long time. And that's the journey into the heart. So our new year, 2014, year of the heart. And so we went right to work on getting there. Last week, step number 1, self-awareness. Okay? And of course, that means that this week we have all been very aware of what we're feeling and thinking and what's taking place. Anybody catch some joy along that way? Anybody see that happening? Okay, yeah. Anybody a little sadness? Little sadness showing up? Yep, that's part of it. How about a little over-the-top anger? Okay, good. Self-awareness, it's one thing to do it, it's another thing to be aware, that's what I'm doing. And how about some peace? Put some peace in there? Okay, good. So as we're aware, we step into that powerful place where our locus of attention is now within. You see, when we're doing all that stuff, our locus of attention is at that. We think it's about you, and suddenly we're going, whoa, this is me. I'm doing this. This is what I'm thinking. This is what I'm feeling. Powerful point, because it gives us the power of choice. Now, the first step to the heart is self-awareness. The second step isn't hard to figure out. It's heart focus. Focusing on that heart. You know, when Catherine and I moved to California, we were down in the Redwoods in the Santa Cruz area, and we had all these little guidebooks about San Francisco. We read about San Francisco and where to go and how to use the ferries and when you could get the cable car and how to do all that stuff and all the history and the walks through San Francisco. And then it occurred to us we were not experiencing San Francisco. We had to go there. And to get there, we had to leave where we were at. Now, when we're in that beautiful self-awareness state, where are we? We're in our heads. What is it that is analyzing what you're thinking and feeling? This marvelous, powerful, magnificent brains that we have. And when we're doing most of what we do in our life, we're in our heads. Because when you said, okay, I'm going to journey in and do that human thing, as an infinite spiritual being, I think I'll drop in and play with humankind. You stepped into this amazing human body, which is designed to interpret the world it's in through this marvelous structure up here above our shoulders. And it's very good. Now, it's not very accurate. Okay, it thinks that we're separate. It thinks that we are not connected, that you're over there and I'm over here, and there's a lot of space in between. Okay, so there's another capability within us. The ability to perceive from the spiritual self. That self that was there before you decided to drop into this journey and will be there after you're done with this journey. The ability to perceive from the spiritual self comes from the heart, because that is the center of spiritual being. That is that connectedness that we have not only deeply into the spiritual self, but into the infinite experience that is. So to do that, we got to go there. So moving a locus of attention from the head to the heart. And it's fairly simple. Place your attention on your heart. That's not hard. Now, first of all, one of the great capacities of the brain is that it has the ability to direct attention. Okay, right now be aware of your right foot. Okay, now that foot was hanging out there a little moment ago, but you weren't aware of it. It was just there. Now you're aware of it because we have that capacity. Focus attention. Left elbow. Okay, it was just pointing at somebody there a moment ago, and now you're aware of it. Okay, it has a sense of space. Okay, it has a sense of dynamic to it. Okay, it's connected with you, but it's not all of you. Okay, so that capacity to be aware. Focus your attention on the area around your heart. Whoa, it feels a little different than your left elbow, doesn't it? Yeah, different sense of space, sense of energy. Okay, different sense of dynamic that's there. Now, we experience it differently. Some of you are very body sensitive, very energy sensitive. And when I say focus your attention on the area around your heart, you get a sense of warmth and energy and so forth. And others of us, oh, it's, yeah, that area, I got it. That's okay. We're all a little different. Focus your attention on the area around your heart. But what we just did was we left our locus of attention from being in the head, and we entered into the locus of attention is now in the heart. Okay, we're getting to San Francisco. Now, to keep that focus there, what I find is that I naturally put my hand there and touch the heart. It draws my attention to that area. And it's not just the heart. In other words, where is that right here? It's the area around the heart, because the heart certainly includes that magnificent pump, but it's really the whole energy and everything around it. So just my placing my hand there brings my attention to that area around the heart. Now, there's another thing that I have found helps me to really keep that focus there, and that's to pretend to breathe through the heart. Take a breath in and out through the heart. Now, the truth is, we don't breathe through the heart. The heart is not an instrument of breath. The lungs are. Okay, but they're in this area. And when we use and pretend that this is where we're breathing from, because of the dynamic of breath itself and the feeling all around it, it's easier to keep our focus in the area around the heart. So pretend to breathe through the heart. So your focus is here instead of the air going up and through, all that sort of stuff. Okay, pretend to breathe through the heart. Keeps us. And if you'll notice, in the many years that we've been together, almost every time I step up in front of you, so you take a deep breath through your heart. Now, I don't do that for you. I do that for me. To get my attention from here to here. Actually, for us together to move out of this, as magnificent as it is, into this from which the spiritual self communicates, connects, instructs, and guides. So, focus of attention in the heart. Heart focus. Second step. Making it all the way into San Francisco. Okay, fairly simple. Let me share with you some of the reason for that. From the Quran, Prophet Muhammad speaking. God Almighty said, "And whosoever believeth in God, he guideth his heart, and God is knower of all things." So from the Quran, from the path of Islam, the understanding that divine guidance comes through the heart. Place worth going. Doesn't say the head, just the heart. From the Hindu, the Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna speaking. I, the Supreme Lord, represented as the super soul in the heart of every embodied being. It's talking about us as a being, spiritual being, embodied in the experience of the earth. Okay. And that this divine presence, this highest level of the divine, is present in the heart. Wow. Place worth going. Goes on, says in another passage, one should meditate upon me within the heart and make me the ultimate goal of life. So Krishna, the symbol of the divine Godhead. Okay. Meditate on me. Where? Within the heart. Why? Because this is our place of spiritual connection. From Lao Tzu in the Tao Te Ching. The great Tao flows everywhere, since it is merged with all things and hidden in their hearts. It is called humble. Great Tao, spirit itself, the flow of the divine. You're talking about omnipresence. Okay, this presence of the divine that is everywhere, merged with all things. In other words, it's a part of all life. There's no place where God is not. Hidden in their hearts. In other words, to find and experience this, we have to enter the heart and discover its presence. You see, Lao Tzu understood that this is not our default mechanism. The brain is. And it is not capable of the experience of the divine. It can analyze and say, well, God's this and not that. And if you look at this person's writing, it says that. And gee, what we understand is, though, that green is really chlorophyll, that the life behind it is really the divine. It can do its head thing. But the experience of it is hidden in the heart. And then back to Jesus' teaching, and this is vague enough and challenging enough. I'm going to go back to it a lot through this journey, because the understanding within it is one of the most powerful instructions on the spiritual journey to me. The eye is the lamp of the body. If your eyes are good, your whole body will be filled with light. He gives the picture of enlightenment. When? He says it's when the eyes are good. Now, the eyes and lamp of the body, the understanding, the ability to understand the journey of the body in the earth. The body is filled with light. So I understand what I'm doing here, my purpose, myself as a spiritual being, what I'm about. The eyes are good. In other words, good is a God word, so in Scripture. So the goodness is if I'm filled with that divine perception. Where does that divine perception come from? Not your head. It comes from your heart. So, first step, self-awareness. Now, we looked a little bit at some of the feelings. Okay, and what they are. And then remember there was that other part, that stepping back to actually see, be aware of the energy and presence of the spiritual self. And looking at what's our pitch. Now, I just started using that. Some of you Tony Roberts people have heard it for a while. But in other words, what is that energy, the frequency of my life? Our pitch would be like the attitude and attunement that expresses through me. What is that? Because that determines the spiritual energy that flows through my life. Okay, so where am I? Because I get the opportunity then to say, would I like to bring greater power there? Would I like to bring and transform anything that limits that into a higher vibration through the heart? Self-awareness, heart focus. So I didn't invite you. We took the first step together. Willing to work on this one this week? Join me in this. We're already doing self-awareness, so you're looking at what am I feeling? So with whatever I'm feeling, I take a deep breath through the heart. Okay? Whatever I'm feeling, take a deep breath through the heart. Whatever I'm feeling, I take a deep breath through the heart. Join me. Whatever I'm feeling, I take a deep breath through the heart. Simple. Again, whatever I'm feeling, I take a deep breath through the heart. I had the gift of training a wonderful woman. She was a nun, lived on the East Coast, ran some halfway houses. And I got to teach her many of the skills of the heart. About a month and a half, 2 months later, she called me. She said, I just called to tell you thank you for that heart breathing stuff. I said, well, what do you mean? She says, well, I have all these people that I interact with every day, and every one of them is at a point of life crisis. Okay? whatever the difficulty that brings them into her halfway houses, it's a difficulty. You know, life isn't working for them. That's why they're there. So a lot of anxiety, a lot of tension, a lot of worry, a lot of difficulty. And she says, I keep just telling these people, put your hand on your heart. Take a deep breath through your heart. And I have them breathing through their heart. She says, it is the most amazing thing you've ever seen. See, they go from being worried and tense and upset, and they become peaceful. Wow. They become peaceful right in the moment, right while things are happening. Right there in that place, because someone invited them to breathe through their heart. Just pretend to breathe through our hearts. That's what we're doing. The gift of heart breathing is peace. Because you have gone from the frustration of being where there aren't answers and connected with a place where there are, with a presence that is the answer. The gift is peace. Okay. Now, if you check in, you're on the freeway. It's one of those freeway times. You got the crazies in front of you and behind you. Okay, little tense, maybe a little angry, maybe a little colorful admonition to their day. When you become aware of that, what do? Take a deep breath through your heart. Okay. Drive on a little bit further. You happen to notice the sun is up. We are in California. The mountains are beautiful. You are in a very gradually awakening sea of humanity. But they are awakening. And so are you. Be aware of how that feels. Whatever you're feeling, what do? Take a deep breath through your heart. Okay, breathe through your heart. Heart breathing. This ability to focus where we're going is one of the most powerful steps in the journey, not just to the heart, but to the depth and the power of what is there. Bless you.
Last night I had a dream about a home that was so bright. I don't know why it had to be a dream. Why can't I win? Well, I know what helped me. Help me find a home. Your eyes on the prize. Don't be dismayed. Don't be dismayed. Deep in your heart, you must believe. Everything is gonna be alright. Everything is gonna be alright. Everything is gonna be alright someday. sometimes cold, sometimes I'm there, and sometimes I'm out. Friend, I haven't had my seat. Oh, friend, I haven't had my seat. Keep your eyes on the prize. Don't be dismayed. Don't be dismayed. Deep in your heart, you must believe that everything is gonna be alright. Everything is gonna be alright. Everything is gonna be alright someday. We shall overcome. We shall overcome. Keep your eyes on that prize. Don't you be dismayed. Don't you be dismayed. Deep in your heart, you must believe. Everything will be alright. You know everything will be alright. Everything is gonna be alright. I said everything, not something, but everything. You see the totality of your experience, not the sometimes the good and sometimes the bad, but everything, you see, will be alright. But when you remember who you are and you know that the present is perfectly packaged for you and sent by you, you know everything is alright. It is alright today. You know everything is alright today.
Wow. That was awesome. Thank you. If you would like prayer support for challenges or for celebrations, please ask our heart ministers. They will be available after the service here in the sanctuary and out on the patio. Our heart ministers are wearing the lavender stoles. If everyone would please take out a connection card from the seat pocket in front of you. We encourage each of you to take a moment to fill out this card. And if you have a prayer request, a question, or a comment, please add that to the card. If you are new to Unity, we invite you to fill out the card and to stop by our welcome table. We look forward to meeting you. Also, if you are committing to our weekly spiritual focus, if you would please indicate that on the card, we would really appreciate it. Our spiritual focus for this week, again, is heart focus. I see you all mouthing it out there. The ushers will receive the cards with the offering toward the end of the music. Now it is time for our prosperity celebration. For credit card donations or love in action, there are envelopes provided in the back of each chair. One of the great teachings of abundance is the Jesus teaching. Give, and it shall be given to you. A good measure, pressed down, shaken together, running over, will be poured into your lap. We celebrate that outpouring of divine love in each of our lives. I invite you now to take your tithe or offering in your hand and be aware that God is the source of all your good. And let's repeat our affirmation together. Divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive.
Everything will be alright.
bless our children together. Children, you are loved, special, and important. The light of God shines through you. Let's stand and take hand and share together our prayer of protection. Together, the light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. And the presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. And our peace song. The love and the light and the peace in the earth right now. So let it shine and have fun.